Hey everybody, Coach Bruce back here with our third video. What we're going to cover today is it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you believe you're not that stops you. Okay, so before we get into that, I want to thank everybody for watching the first and second video. If this is your first time on this channel, somewhere in this little YouTube box here, there's a subscribe and like button. Click on subscribe, click like, follow the channel so that when we put new content out, you'll get notified and you can watch the video and start applying these things to your everyday life. Our goal here is to learn how to be our true authentic self, to get to know who we are, so that we can live the type of life that we always desired to live. I firmly believe that everybody here is here on purpose and with a purpose, and you have wonderful gifts and talents that are tied to that purpose so that you can fulfill it. When you live in your purpose, you're going to find joy in such a way that you never thought possible, right? So like the channel, subscribe the channel, follow the channel so that we can go on this journey together. If you have not watched the first or second video, I urge you to go back and do so that everybody's caught up and on the same page, right? A lot of good information there, and there's going to be a lot more information to come. So let's get on it. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not that stops you, right? So what does that mean? Everybody has dreams. Everybody has goals. Everybody has aspirations. Everybody has this idea of the type of life that they would like to live, and they don't think it's possible, right? Well, why isn't it possible? Well, it's not possible because you don't believe you can, right? Whether it's, you hear people say all the time, well, I don't come from that type of family. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I come from the wrong side of the tracks. We grew up in the ghetto. People in the ghetto, we don't do those things. You know what I mean? Nobody in my family ever did anything like that. So there's all these limiting beliefs and assumptions, which we'll get into in another video. So keep your eyes out for that one. That's going to be a really, really good one. That's kind of where we take the layers of that onion and peel them back and get to that really nice sweet spot and get some really good clarity and understanding of what's true versus what's actually the truth. All right. And once you understand what the truth is versus what you think is true, your eyes are going to be open to a whole other world. So look out for that video. That's going to be a really, really good one. But back on topic. Who are you? I know that's a long pause, but I know a lot of people are sitting there pondering. It's like, well, I'm this, and well, I'm that, and I'm this type of person, I'm that type of person. Well, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a waiter in a restaurant, I'm a chef, I'm a cook, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I'm a construction worker, I'm a military member. There's people, have all these thoughts running through their head, but the sad thing is about 95% of the people in society are nothing more than the subject of somebody else's opinion. Why do I say that? Look at society. We are indoctrinated into a world where the only way you can be accepted is if you're wearing certain clothes, if you're driving a certain car, if you're living in a certain neighborhood, if you send your kids to a certain academy or a certain school district, if your career choice is what everybody says that you were going to be when you grew up, right? So everything we do is to gain acceptance from the people that are around us so we don't feel ostracized and cut off from society. The thing is, most people are miserable. It's exhausting trying to live up to somebody else's opinion. It's exhausting trying to live up to the standards of society. Why put the energy and the time and the effort to allow others to live vicariously through you when that's not going to bring you any happiness? It's not going to bring you any joy. It's going to create misery and discomfort and depression and anxiety and stress. So let's stop doing that. Let's stop being the subject of somebody else's opinion. Let's stop living our lives according to the way that society says that we have to live. Let's dare to be different. Let's get to know ourselves. Find out what true happiness really is. Because you're the only one that has to live with you for the rest of your life. Nobody else has to. Not your mother, not your father, your siblings, your aunties, your uncles, your wife, your partner. Nobody has to live with you for the rest of your life. If they do, it's because they choose to. You have no choice. You are you. You have to lay your head on your pillow every night. And you got to be able to do it in such a way where you're happy with who you are, what you're doing in life, and where you're going. Or you're just living a miserable life. You wonder why you're sick. You wonder why you're lethargic and you're tired and your thought processes are slow, and every day seems to be discombobulated. Well, it's because you're trying to live up to what everybody thinks you should be doing, right? Stop doing that. Take that power away from other people and give that power to yourself. And we're going to learn real quick in just a few short minutes on how you can start that process. It's a very powerful process. I've used it with my clients for years now, and it's always worked, right? So here's what you do. You go get a composition book or a journal, right? You find a pen or a pencil, a crayon, it doesn't matter. Something that you enjoy the feel of in your hands. This right here is my favorite pen, right? I like the weight of it. I like the way the ink flows. I like the feel of it, right? So this is the pen that I use to write with in everything, right? So find you something that you really enjoy writing with, something that feels good in your hand, right? That makes a connection with you. And I want you to take 15 minutes every day, and I want you to find a quiet place to go to, right? A quiet place for some people could be somewhere where there's a lot of noise or just a mumble of noise, maybe a Starbucks out on the patio or at the beach sitting in the sand. Some people might want to go to a park and sit in a park bench. Other people might want to go in their closet and just turn on the light so there's nobody around them. It doesn't matter where your quiet place is, where your comfortable spot is. Take 15 minutes out of each day and go there. And the only thing you carry with you is your composition book or your journal and that favorite thing that you have to write with. And I want you to ask yourself pertinent questions, right? And I want you to write those questions down. Imagine if you were on a date with somebody and the person sitting across from you says they really like you and they want to get to know you. Ask the questions that they should be asking you if they truly want to get to know you, right? And date yourself. Write the question down. These are some examples. What's your favorite color? Why? What's your favorite food? Why? What's your favorite dessert? Why? What's your favorite movie? Why? What's the best book you've ever read? Why? And when I say why, don't be generic with your answers. Don't be, oh, well, I like spaghetti because it tastes good. No, that's not a good enough reason, right? Go in depth. Get to really know the details of who you are. What is it about the spaghetti that makes it taste really good? Is it the blend of the herbs and the zestiness of the sauce? Is it the texture of the noodles? Does it bring back fond childhood memories? Just what is it about that spaghetti that makes it taste good? Why? Break your answers down. Get in depth with yourself. Get to know the details. What's your favorite book? Why? Well, because it was fun to read. But what made it fun? When you read the book, did your imagination get activated and it took you to a place that made you feel good? Why did you feel good when it took you there? What were the images that popped up in your mind? Did you see yourself in that story? Or did you wish that you could be somebody in that story? Get to the details. 15 minutes every day. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself questions in such a way that somebody that cares for you and wants to get to know you so they can love you would want to know. Do you like hugs? Some people don't like hugs. Some people don't like to be touched. Do you like hugs? Do you like socks or slippers? Do you prefer dress shoes, heels, or tennis shoes, or sandals? Why? Where's your favorite vacation place? Why? Right? So that's your assignment. That's what I want you to do. And comment below if you're actually doing it, right? I want you to do this every day, 15 minutes. Date yourself. Get to know who you are, and you'll be amazed at the things that you discover. In the next video, we'll tag on to this. We'll go a little bit deeper with it. But for now, let's start with this. Okay? It's been a pleasure talking to you guys today. Again, like, subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, get notified when we come out with new videos. Until then, thank you so much. I'm blessed to have you here. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.